We are proud to have a working relationship with Grip Sprints. Grip Sprints is the most effective shoe-to-court traction solution on the market. I've tried a lot of different traction products over the last 28 years and can say with 100% certainty that Grip Sprints is the best. We don't only use Grip Sprints with our athletes, but also with my students in our physical education classes. Enter RBCN10 when purchasing Grip Sprints products, and you'll receive a 10% discount and free shipping. Are you kidding me? In 2025, free shipping? Yep. Contact Grip Sprints via their website and enter code RBCN10 and you'll get 10% discount and free shipping for the best shoe-to-court traction solution on the market.
Derek Sheridan from Rust Belt Basketball Coaches Network. Thank you so much for joining us this evening. I had one of my many wishes come true, and I finally got a coach from Southern Illinois to respond to one of my emails inviting them to come on to one of our shows. And I found out about the Freeburg Midgets and Coach Dakota Street via a short clip I saw on social media where his team executed a set play to perfection. And it was one of those things where I watched it a few times and then I used my screen recording device to record it. And I actually made it our set of the week in our free weekly newsletter named in Ted's honor, which we have grown exponentially. We're just a little over a year old. I have tried like mad to reach out to the high school basketball coaches in Southern Illinois, and not only for in Ted's honor to distribute that newsletter, but to also bring to the rest of the Rust Belt how darn good high school basketball is in Southern Illinois. And I know a lot of people have said this, as I have a lot of friends, as I'm from Deanna. Everyone knows that Illinois basketball, by and large, is outstanding. And I don't know of anyone who would disagree with that. But I have a different perspective in regards to the great state of Illinois. And I do believe that the high school basketball in the southern part of the state is the best basketball in Illinois. And that's not a shot taken at any of the other parts of Illinois. Having had a lot of experience in that part of the state, it is outstanding. And you can go as far as east or west as west and not find anywhere in our country, not just the Rust Belt, but in our country, where you will see some of the best and most unique high school gyms in America. So I want to welcome Coach Dakota Street, and he's got two of his seniors with him, Chase and Matt. So thank you so much for joining us this evening.
Thank you.
Thanks, Derek. Appreciate you having us on.
Can't tell you how much it means to me that you actually responded to my email, because I haven't had any luck knocking on the door in Southern Illinois. So thank you so much for joining us. And I look forward to forging a relationship with you, Coach Street, over the next several years. Before we get into your season, but tell us about your school, your community, your league.
I think our community really supports and loves like basketball, football, baseball, all that stuff. Our track program is also pretty good, so I feel like we have a good support from the community. Yeah,
I'd say it's great seeing people from the community come out to games, even when they don't even know who's playing, and everybody's supportive around here, and I mean it's just great.
Yeah, I would say top to bottom, our conference is pretty loaded in every sport, boys and girls. So I think we have a top 5 team, top 10 team in the state in our conference. Actually, 2 of them are ranked in top 10 in the state. We're right behind them as number 3. And then on the girls' side, one of those teams is the number 1 team in the state as well. So our conference is loaded year in, year out.
Danny's Cafe, located in beautiful Rossford, Ohio, is the ultimate pre- and post-game location. RBCN is a supporter of small businesses, and Danny's Cafe is one of our favorites. The University of Findlay basketball legend Brad Morrison has created an establishment that not only offers the best food in Northwest Ohio, but also the best environment to watch and support your favorite high school, college, and professional teams. The only place I've ever seen with more flat screen TVs is Costco. Plus, the service at Danny's is unreal. If you're looking for a clean, friendly, and upbeat place to hang out and enjoy life for a while, check out Danny's Cafe, located directly across the street from Rossford High School.
That's great. And I like the fact that each of you alluded to the amount of community support you have. And one of the best things about being in your community or in communities such as yours, you might not, get out to the schools where they don't have that type of support. I have the opportunity to see a lot of high school basketball, and the amount of schools where the gym isn't even half full is pressing. So you have a luxury that money can't buy in community support and playing in front of a nice, loud crowd every game. That is outstanding. That's what high school sports should be all about.
Yes, sir. We just had one on the road on Tuesday night, hostile environment, and it's just exciting to play in that stuff. So I remember my playing days, and now I get to coach in it. And if the band's playing, that just gets you extra motivated.
Exactly. I'm glad you said that. The amount of schools I go to, some of the ones who don't have the band playing, but they have the sound coming over the speakers. I would never call it music. You hear the band and you smell the popcorn. That's high school basketball.
Yeah.
Who's the toughest team you've played this year?
I'd probably say Breeze Central. They're up there. I mean, it's always hard going there. I mean, they just play so good, and they're just good a year in and year out. So
in your league, do you play everybody twice?
Yeah.
Yes, we do.
That's good. Okay. Do you agree with that, Matt?
Yeah, I'd say they're pretty tough. I'd say Columbia is also pretty tough. It's always fun playing Columbia with them, being a rival of ours. I'd also say too, with our game coming up on Saturday against Pinckneyville's normally a tough opponent for us.
That's a tough non-conference opponent. They got a lot of tradition as well.
Yes.
The Panthers. And it also former coach from here is now the head coach there. So
in Pinckneyville is a little bit bigger, if I'm not mistaken.
No, they're smaller.
They're smaller. Okay, so
Yeah.
is it Columbia that's a little bit bigger?
No, actually, we are the biggest. We are the biggest school in our conference right now.
Okay.
Yeah, we are the smallest 3A school in the state, and everyone else in our conference are all 2As.
Okay, I understand now. And Illinois has divisions?
We have 4 divisions in high school basketball, and so we're in the third highest. 1A's being the smallest, 4A being the biggest, and we just creeped over that. We're 7 students over the number. So
okay. And
Yeah.
for the longest time, Illinois had 2 divisions.
correct, yeah.
Okay. So looking into your season now, moving towards your regionals, and Illinois has regionals, then sectionals, whereas Michigan, Indiana, and Ohio have sectionals, then regional. Tell us about the schools in your regional.
So regional seedings haven't came out yet. We won't get our regional seedings until the 13th or 14th of this month. But some of our teams around here, historically, East St. Louis, Triad, Waterloo, Mascoutah, Highland, those will be some teams. Civic Memorial, that will be in our regional.
I've heard of all those schools. I'm going to go out on a limb and say you guys probably do not go to East St. Louis and hang out.
No, we did not.
When these 2 young lads get about 5 more years of age on them, if we're ever able to meet, I will tell you a story about one of my experiences in East St. Louis. It'll make your day.
Yeah, so actually one of our assistant coaches is he just graduated the State Police Academy a couple months ago, and he is stationed out of East St. Louis.
Okay. Make sure he's on your prayer list.
Yeah, every day.
This RBC in production is sponsored by Game One and LJ Archambault. Get with LJ for any and all of your program's merch needs. You will not find a more capable, loyal, punctual, and honest sporting goods salesman than LJ Archambault. I can most certainly vouch for Game One and LJ, as I have been a client of theirs for nearly 2 decades. Contact LJ at Game One, and you will thank me later. At Game One, it's always game on.
So looking into your, talking about your season this year, you said you hit a rough patch, which is natural. And now that I'm retired from coaching, looking back on it, the rough patches aren't a bad thing. It's how you navigate and manage those rough patches. It seems like now you've got full steam ahead, and you have 6 games, regular season games left?
5 regular.
Okay. Looking down the stretch here, who in your final 5, and maybe it's all, I don't know, who in your final 5 are teams that you're really going to have to buckle down and prepare for?
Well, we got Pinckneyville, Central, and Columbia, 3 out of our last 5. So those are no slouches day in, day out. But we'll be prepared for them. And we got senior night tomorrow night against the Salem Wildcats, and we'll be ready to go, and we'll go from there.
All right. Here's a question for Chase.
Yeah.
What is the funniest thing your coach has ever said during a practice?
So we have a big man on our team, Oren, and he loves McDonald's. And we would so in the summer, I mean, we just go all over. We went to Benton, we went to Woodlawn, and we take the long bus rides. And always on the way back, he always wants McDonald's. Everybody does. So we go to McDonald's, and he'd make this thing. I don't know if I'm allowed to say it. I'm not gonna say it. But it's a chicken McChicken and a double like quarter pounder, 2 of those smashed together. And he told Lauren one day if he made it the time, he'd buy him one. And I mean, the whole practice, we just started laughing. It was pretty funny.
All right, that's good. I like that. I like the McDonald's aspect there. All right, Matt, you're up. What is the funniest thing coach has said during practice?
I'd say for me, it's whenever I get in trouble for not dunking it in practice. Because every time I lay it up and my hand's over the rim, and if I just flip my hand over, it would be a dunk, but I don't. And then every time I'm always hearing about it, why I don't just dunk it every time.
All right, coach, this one's for you. Which one of these 2 guys has made you want to pull your hair out more?
Well, I think I think I would be both of them. It's probably a pretty good tie.
I love it. I love it. Yeah, I love. I was now see that is a setup, and you guys passed with flying colors. That is like the worst question you can ask a coach, but you guys just passed because they pointed at each other.
Yeah.
Instead of just standing there like 2 hard-ons.
Yeah.
So that is great.
They both have their moments for sure, but I'll tell you this: I'll go to war with both of them any day of the week.
Well, that's a big statement, and that is what I miss more about coaching than anything, being around young men like that. You decide who goes first. Are you both seniors?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. What do you want to do when you graduate?
I'll go first because I mean, I'm either gonna go to SEMO and study business, or just stay at SWIC and just get just a 2-year degree and then go figure out what to do from there.
Okay.
Yeah, my plan after I graduate is to go compete at SEMO for track.
Okay.
Where I'll be high jumping and long jumping there.
Good for you. Congratulations. I like both of those plans. Make sure you come up with a plan that doesn't put you in a scenario where you're paying exorbitant amount of money when you're 35 years old.
Yeah.
Well, Coach, what else you want to tell us while I've got you on this show?
I appreciate you having us on here for sure. I would say this is year 1 for me at Freeburg. I love the community support, the school support. Everything has been great there. My kids, they say yes sir, no sir. That's very rare in today's society. So there's a lot of discipline, and that's great for me. I served in the military for 10 years. And so I respect these guys a whole lot more when they do that for me. And they did that without me asking. So I give a lot of props to them and to their previous coaches for instilling that in them. And I would say, we just had a learning curve initially as part of our lull in the middle of the season. Our win-loss record doesn't indicate how good we are as a team. And I would say in the last week and a half, the last week for sure, it's clicked with us. They're finally understanding, and we're making a lot of progress. That we're not going to be an easy out. I'll put it that way.
That's great. What discipline did you serve in?
I was in the Army for 10 years.
Okay. Well, thank you for your service.
Appreciate that.
And I mean that well. That's not a cliche that I throw around. I sincerely thank you for your service. And going back to the yes sir and no sir, that is another derivative that comes from home. That's an expectation that good parents lay down and expect to be followed through. And you hit the nail on the head. That is a rarity in today's society. But I do believe that we are going to start to see more and more of that become more in vogue over the next several years. So, guys, thank you so much for your time this evening. And it's obvious you just got out of practice. So make sure you guys take care of yourselves, and I wish you the best. Coach, please stay in touch with me, and even if that's just a text or just a quick email telling me your score, or if you've got anything that you would like to see in our newsletter or anything like that, by all means, just contact me. And guys, check out our website at www.myrustbeltbasketball.com and just tell me what you think. And you guys need you need anything? Coach has got my contact information, and I wish you the best. Guys, if you need anything at all, let me know, and I'll do whatever I can for you. And thank you so much for donating some of your time to Rust Belt basketball community this evening. And God bless all three of you and your teammates and community.
Thank you, and you have a great evening.
You too. See you guys. Oh, one last thing. Who are you taking in the Super Bowl?
Fly, Eagles, fly, baby.
Give me the Chiefs.
Nope.
Give me
Nobody.
the Chiefs.
Fly, Eagles, fly, baby.
Okay. He said nobody. Okay.
I'm a Packers guy, so.
A Packers guy from Southern. Okay, obviously you're a Philly fan.
Yep.
Okay, what about you?
I'm a Chiefs fan.
A Chiefs fan. Okay. All right. Well, that's
We're
cool.
a divided locker room over here, so that's all right.
All right. Well, good deal. All right, guys. Thanks so much, and take care of yourselves.
All right, thanks. You too. Hey, who are you taking? You didn't tell us.
I'm on the team with Chase. I don't care. I'm a Bears fan. Always have
Oh my
been.
God.
Well, we feel sorry for you.
Yeah. Well,
Wow.
it
Maybe
gets even-
Johnson will finally be the answer.
and
No, he
I will really make you laugh here. I'm also a White Sox fan.
Oh, hey,
I feel bad for you there.
Yeah.
the cheapest tickets in baseball.
It also the most unsafe.
Yeah,
Yeah.
correct.
All right, guys. I'll see
All
you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.